Hello everyone, it's Kay here and I'm here today to share some projects with you that I've been working on, and to kick off it is about these lovely little faux buttons that I've made and finished today, and I do like making these. Nothing new whatsoever, but I just thought I would try a little scalloped 7/8 of an inch circle, and I've been working on a journal which I'll share with you shortly, using a kit by Gi Kerr here on YouTube. And these are bits and pieces that were left over, just tiny little bits and pieces of paper that you couldn't do too much else with, and I just thought, right, I'll have a go with the scalloped edge. And it's 3 layers of craft card, 1 layer from your designer paper, whatever that may be, and then you just punch holes in the centre, put some thread through, and I always like to glossy accent mine because I just think it gives it an extra polished finish, which I happen to like. But clearly it would be up to the individual how they went on to dress their buttons for whatever need, but they are gorgeous, very versatile little things that can be used on projects in lots of different ways, from the centres of she's lost her words, rosettes, to little corner snippets and that kind of thing. Really lovely. The digikit I've used from Gi is called Vintage Cottage Collection, and it is sublime. It really is. Here are just a few of the bits left over. There are several bits of ephemera like this that are almost pocket letter sizing. If you layered them onto some card and then rounded your corners, you would have probably enough to make a pocket letter, which would be really lovely. Then there are tags like this, and the imagery on it and colours are just gorgeous. I love it, absolutely love it. I know I say that about every kit I work with, but you know, if you love something and you feel it's worth shouting from the rooftops about, then that's what you do, and this is what I'm doing. It really is superb. Then there are the postcard size, and there are several of these throughout the kit. And then this smaller size again, ideal for doing a bit of journaling on, or just putting up and doing tuck spots and that kind of thing. And this is part of a sheet, another part of a sheet, and then another little image here that I just couldn't part with. I just think it's beautiful. I love that little bird. So to share with you what I've actually made from the kit, it's a journal, but it's perhaps not a traditional journal insofar as there aren't any dedicated journaling pages. I need to say that at the outset. This is all about the beauty of this kit. Now, I've used one of the tags, cut it down to size, backed it onto mirror board silver, having distressed around the edges and a little bit of inking, but not too much. I've then used these lovely little appliques that I've put flat back little flowers into. They're not flowers, flat back faceted beady things that I've had in my stash for a while. I've used this little wrap over closure. Would I use it again? Maybe not, because it's subject to Velcro, and it does look a bit vulnerable, as though it's not holding it down, but clearly as long as the Velcro will do its work, it will act as a closure very nicely. The cover is actually wallpaper. Now, I've used this before on another journal that I did, and I love it. It's almost like a faux sequin effect, and it's very glittery, very shiny, and lends itself to this kit so beautifully. And it was just a sample that I happened to borrow from my local store. You know, everybody was doing it, and I thought, yeah, I'm going to have some too. Not that I'm decorating, but you know what I mean. I am decorating, just in a different way. and then I've stitched around it, as you can see, all the way around, and just used another of the little appliques and some of the ribbon trim or lace trim that is featured here and there throughout to close it up. It is only one signature, and the signatures are made with envelopes, nothing more, nothing less. So you open up, this is the front page, and what I've done here is just cut one of my envelopes in half, having measured it, cut off from the top what I couldn't use, and then cut in half from there, and that gives you a double pocket scenario. So you've got your pocket which is inside the cut up out envelope, and then there's another pocket that fits in behind. These are the envelopes that I've used. I think you call it a C5 size. Ideal for this. It really has worked very, very well indeed. I can't fault them. I've just put some of the trim, as I mentioned before, onto the pocket edge just to accentuate it. Here is one of the larger tags. I've not glittered inside. It doesn't really need it. The design work on these sheets is absolutely gorgeous. So that one I fit in behind with the grommet on the top and a little bit more lace. This is the ATC size almost. That one fits into the envelope pocket. Then there's this lovely little plaque. All of these have been backed onto craft paper, so they really are quite significant when you have them in your hands. Great for adding a little bit of jotting to. Then I made from just ordinary deli paper this lovely little glacine styled envelope, collaged on the front, taken one of the inspirational words from the kit. I think there are 12 or 14, I can't recall off the top of my head, but an ideal size for adding to a lot of things. I know Gi did a video where she made some little embellishments using the words and a glacine bag. Do pop over and check her channel. I will leave a link below, and from her channel you can then go to her store on Etsy and take a look-see if you'd like to. It is well worth a visit. That one then fits inside there like so. So you've got a lovely little multi-filled envelope plus the large tag on the back. This page I just couldn't do anything with. I just thought it was absolutely gorgeous, with the love on the bottom, the lovely peony, the framed writing. I just fell in love with that. I just thought, how very, very tasteful is that. The next page, I've got an opening into the envelope from this side and one of the larger tags. Clearly you could put envelopes on it if you wanted to. Non-essential, you could do a bit of writing. It would be entirely up to the individual. I've not put a grommet in this because I wanted it to be a pocket feature in its own right, not a tag that could go on and be used in other ways. On this page there's this lovely little double indemnity here, two of these gorgeous little I don't know what you'd call them really, just plaques. You know, they've got the leather on them, the flowers behind, plain on the back. I have put a single grommet through them, left it kind of loose so you've got that movement there, and that just then decorates the top of another superbly beautiful decorative page. Absolutely gorgeous. I do love it, love it, love it. I can't help it. It's just so what I like to see in a kit. In this envelope, I think I did this one, didn't I? I don't want to repeat myself. I think this is the tag. Yeah, that's the tag. So we move onward and there's another large tag here. This is a lovely, lovely, what I would call background paper. Quite muted, but there is a lot of detail on it, and so I just wanted to add a little bit of colour to it in its own right. So I use this other little plaque here, this gorgeous tag here, with the grommet and lace in the top, and that just sits over that page until someone else wants to do something else with it, perhaps add a photograph, or you know, just something that they want to keep safe and hold on to. And then on the other side of the page I've made a couple of these little glassine styled envelopes, and I've cut a little heart out of the top there. I think you can just about see it. It does make the flap of the envelope a little bit friable, but as long as it's treated with care it will be safe. And then these are two little offcuts of paper, not large enough to do anything more significant with, but cut down they do make a very nice little see-through something in the envelope. And then I've used another two of the words, one that says birds, one that says love. Very, very nice indeed. And then inside this pocket are two of the postcards that come within the kit. I believe there are 4, there might be more, but look how wonderful they are. Again, backed on the craft paper. I've not stitched around everything, I've not distressed everything because I didn't want it to be too uniform, but if I felt that it would look a bit nice, then I've done it. If I've liked how the page looks on the craft card, then I've pretty much left it as it was designed by Gi. And they just then fit into the pocket like so. And then on this side is another envelope affair. Now I believe I got this idea from Crafty Cat, but I didn't utilise the full idea. I just liked the thought of this upside down envelope space, so I got another sized envelope, cut the top off so it just made this informal little pocket at the bottom of the page, sealed the flap but only down the centre, which then gives you 2 little pocket spaces there and another little space here for holding things. So I will link Amy to the bottom of this video so that you can go and check her out. Another absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous tag in all its glory. 2 more of the ATC styled or pocket letters styled images, plain on the back but backed and stitched around. Then another very, very beautiful page, and in this one I believe are more of the postcards. The images do repeat, but they have to because it is a kit and it is different aspects of the kit, using it in different ways with an awful lot of collage, which at the moment is very, very current. But how beautiful are they? I just fell in love with the kit. I just really, really did. It was one of those things you didn't think about, do I want to buy it or shall I wait until later? It was one of those, oh, I must have that, it's absolutely gorgeous. Oh, excuse my phone. And then we go on again and you'll see where I've added the little words from the kit on the pages, but they almost, because of the colour aspect of them, almost look as if they're integral to the page, and of course they're not. This page I thought was absolutely gorgeous as well. Really, really lovely. And then, did I do that one? Yeah, that's the 2 pockets there. This is then a follow-on from the page before with the little tag inside. I won't bring it right out, but it's the same thing. Add a photograph or not, as you please. Sorry, I took that in the end anyway. That is snug, but you can get a picture in there quite nicely. The full page from that, which is gorgeous, gorgeous. This pocket is empty. I've not put anything into that at all, but there's the lovely bird again with all the writing. I just think it's so, so lovely. I did stitch down the centre, but because of the way it's built up you can't actually see it, which I'm very grateful for. But you know, at the end of the day it is the envelopes. And then on the back page you've got the same scenario as the opening page, a large tag plain on the back and stitched around, more of the little pleated trim there, another image there, another little plaque like the one before, and another of the little glassine bags with a little bit of the ephemera in it. So I hope you've enjoyed this walkthrough on this very, very lovely kit. It is for sale if anybody's interested, but if you're not, that's fine, because it is one that I shall look at a few times, I'm sure. It is absolutely gorgeous. Do go over and check out Gi. She is a lovely, lovely lady, and her work is just so lovely. She does some great tutorials, and this is just one of her, I think she has 6 kits available. Not prolific, but what she does is really, really lovely. So thank you so much for sharing this time with me. As always, it's a pleasure to bring different things to you. I will leave the links below. Please stay well, everyone. Avoid coughs and sneezes and anything else that might put you out of sorts, and look after yourselves. Bye bye for now. Happy crafting. Okay, bye bye.